experience was very, very insightful. It was demanding. Even though my friends probably thought I was there for a holiday, it was certainly not a holiday. It was really challenging, and I think the experience will live with me for the rest of my life, and I've formed friendships that will stay with me for the rest of my life as well. I couldn't quite describe how I felt at the beginning. I honestly just did not know what to expect. I was put in the opposition party with policies and visions that I didn't necessarily agree with. So my first initial thought was, I'm not going to be able to do this. But actually it was probably one of the best things, because I had a lot of good fun and I learned so much by other people who don't think the same way that I think. And that was really, really worthwhile for me.
So to start off with, we were given an introduction to the parliamentary process in British Columbia, Canada. We had the chance to meet with members of Parliament from across the Commonwealth. Our very own Kate Forbes, who's a member of the Scottish Parliament, she was there and she gave us quite a lot of insight into her role and what she has to go through in her day-to-day life. So that was very beneficial, because a lot of us wouldn't have had a clue as to what kind of members of Parliament got up to. I found a few things challenging. I think the whole experience, like the experience as a whole, was very challenging, because there was so much involved. We had a lot of caucus meetings, a lot of kind of parliamentary process that we had to go through. That was all quite challenging. But at the same time of it being challenging, it was educational and it was a rewarding experience.
It was challenging overall, because it was really, really demanding in regards to, we had study time till quite late in the evening. It was early mornings, and I think the full process of parliamentary life was actually really, really difficult, and I think it really opened my eyes up to how much work goes on in politics and how much work goes on to make a parliament work. So the challenges were probably that, and also being in a party that I didn't really like the arguments that we're actually arguing for, so I had to put myself in shoes that personally I wouldn't have ever argued for. My week consisted of getting up really early in the morning, having breakfast, all going to the chamber, and from there we had meetings. We had caucus time, so that meant where we all got into our parties and we prepared what questions we were going to prepare for that day, who was going to speak, and we analysed the bill, which was really, really demanding. We had mentors, so I had an Australian MP and 2 Canadian MLAs mentoring me, which was really good and really insightful.
For me, I would definitely say one of my favourite memories, aside from parliamentary process, was undoubtedly the night that the American elections were on, because it was about 10:30 at night. That's it, when it got called who won it. Myself and Erin were in a room with a lot of other young people from across the Commonwealth, and to be in a room with people as diverse as that on a night like that, that was special. That's something I will never ever forget.
If anyone got the chance to go and represent Scotland at the Commonwealth Youth Parliament, then what I would say to them is, it's challenging. I would really encourage more young people to get involved in the CPA and in politics in general. And if the opportunity is there to go next year, then I definitely take it up, because it's an experience that you'll never forget. I'd encourage any young person to just be involved in politics. It doesn't need to be party politics. In fact, politics is everything. Politics is everything about life, and young people play a central part in that.